beloved, and welcome to your message from God Thyself. Welcome to the Prophetic Vessel Show. Thank you so much for joining me on episode part 2 of 3 for 2 fingers in the hole. Okay, part 2 of 3 for 2 fingers in the hole. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Let us further tap into this energy. If you're keen or interested in booking me for my services here, I do offer dream interpretations. I offer love readings, spiritual path readings. I also offer messages from God. I'd like to also kindly inform you that unfortunately I'm no longer available for my one-on-one sessions. Alright, they're closed, but I will reopen those in 4 months. Alright, in 4 months though. So yeah, let's tap into part 2 of 3 for 2 fingers in the hole and see what this further holds for us. Alright, let's tap in. But before we proceed, God would like me to put a disclaimer out that this episode will be different. Alright, I keep saying episode. This part, alright, will be different. Part 2 is going to be different from part 1. Part 2 is also going to be different from part 3. Every part, therefore, is going to be a selective narrative, its own message. It's going to hold its own energy. Alright. And God is saying this energy in particular, we are going to be taking a look at this person's mind construct. All right, they mind construct, basically their mindset. All right, let's go. So God is saying that it's important that we take a look at this so that you know what kind of breed of individual you are dealing with. Their intellectual codes, their IQ, all right? Is this person, do they know what they're doing? Do they have direction in life? We've already established in part 1 that they don't, all right? But do they know what they're doing? Do they have any sort of plan, all right? And if so, what is it? And God also wants us to tap further into the energy of finding it, figuring out the layers of this person's version of who they created you to be in their mind. All right. Therefore, that's exactly what we're going to be tapping into. Who has this person created you to be in their mind? All right. Let's go. All right. We have an energy coming out here. All right. Alright, we have the High Priestess energy. This is Pisces energy coming out first. So the High Priestess energy, this is the water element energy, and it's the energy of complete silence, complete secrecy, alright? And also it's symbolic to lunacy, alright? So what is lunacy? God asks, alright? God is asking us this. What is lunacy? God asked what lunacy is. Look, we have the Hierophant here. Alright, God says those are the only energies necessary for this episode. Alright. Alright, so there's a lot going on with these two energies. So we have the card of lunacy followed by the card of devotion, all right? Complete devotion, complete surrender, giving yourself to something, whether that be a cause, whether that be an individual, an idolization, a concept, an ideology of life, all right? That's the Hierophant energy. This is ruled by the sign of Taurus, all right? Earth element energy. We also have water, as we've established with the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy. So that represents lunacy, all right? Being in the brink of insanity. Living in a state of asylum, but within self. You know, living in compartments, being trapped within yourself. All right, that's the High Priestess energy in its lunacy form. Pisces is the sign of also the wanderer, the one that Pisces rules the oceans, the in-depth, therefore, how deep things go, how further we can take it. So it's representation of the first energy that came out, followed by the card of devotion. So God is saying that this person, as soon as they encountered you, they had already established who you were going to be for them, or what this meant for them. It's sort of like they looked at you as a prize. They looked at you as an opportunity. They looked at you as this person who is going to be the answer. Now, whether that's true or not, or whether you wanted to play that role in their life or not, God is saying it did not matter. This is what they feel. This is this person, all right? We are tapped into another individual's energy here. So remember that. Furthermore, how we experience life is different. The reality of another person is not the same as yours. So how you are, you may base your identity off a certain experience, you know, sort of like you might feel like you're just encountering this person, or it was just this and that. But to them, there was so much more, all right? There's so much more to this. So firstly, God is wanting me to further sort of further dissect this energy and look into it more. So I was only asked to pull two energies, but these energies are very powerful. These are majors in tarot, all right? These are big shit type energy, type cards, all right? These energies show up when there's a shift, there's, you know, big things happening, linked to also big decisions, big thoughts, big emotions that are felt. So big is symbolic to also, you can link it to an uncontrollable factor. You can't help but feel the way you do. And I feel like this is this person's energy, therefore, right? So God is saying, take it as that. This person cannot help how they feel, all right? About you here, about this whole thing, this whole situation, this whole circumstance. They can't help it. And because of that, I feel like this person, they're stuck within themselves. They live a life of being discombobulated within self. Sort of like having to live in layers, having to live in characters, having to live based on roles that you have to play. And God is not wanting me to dissect further what roles this person plays, because there is so much to that as well. What we need to focus on is what role were they looking to play in your life, and who did they see you to be? What version, back to that, what version of you did they create in mind, their mind? All right? So God is saying emphasis on the fact that there's two cards, two energies on the table, but we've established so much from it. So God is saying that is very symbolic. That should be used as a reference point, and that should be studied and looked at a little bit further into this. So with that being said, God is wanting me to establish this. It's sort of like, as people, what means more to you, or what is of sentimental value to you, another person might feel like, man, it's like another person might oppose that ideology. Another person might not agree. However, that doesn't take away the love you have for that same thing, or how you feel about that same thing, right? It's sort of like this person, they have certain things that they value, things they love, things they see themselves to be. And back to part 1 of 3, all right, where we established that they live a constructed lifestyle, where they live a life of manufacturing themselves and having to construct a certain way of being. So when it comes to you, they were planning on constructing a perfectionist or perfectionistic mannerism of being to get you hooked. Sort of like they wanted to become your dream. All right. That was the succession, the plan, the plot, the scheme. That was what they wanted. And they further studied you. All right. They spent quality time. They devoted themselves to understanding your layers so that they play off the very most perfect role that they feel or felt or they thought rather would take you or have you or get you hooked. All right. It's like if they play off this role that they are everything you want them to be, they do what you say, they play this role of yes man or sort of like surrendering to you in a way, right? They felt like this was this was the way that was going to get them what they want from the situation. This was necessary to do, or is rather, to play off this role, to be this way. So God is saying, be mindful, all right? Because this energy studied you and saw, oh, this is what you like, this is what you want. I feel and think and assume that way, though. And then I go behind the scenes with this, I being this person, we are tapped into this energy, this individual, all right? This individual, they go behind the scenes here and they become exactly what you want them to be. And they perfect it so that, you buy it. But I feel like it's getting overwhelming for this person to play this role. It's getting overwhelming for this person to even want to play this role because they feel like things in your mind, your life, who you are in identity, a lot has shifted, a lot has changed, a lot has evolved within your life, within your identity and your reality. This person is looking at you as someone that does a lot of alterations, a lot of revamping, a lot of evolution within your life, right? So therefore they feel like you are in constant state of evolution, constant state of evolving, constant state of, sort of, they can't put you in that box that they want you to be in. They can't have you in the way that they want you. And because of this, this identity, they feel like you're constantly evolving, changing, and they can't swallow you whole, or rather they can't crack your codes the way they would like. They can't have you in the depth they would like. They feel like there's so much to you, all right? But God is saying it's scary times that we live in because people's desperation rather leads them into paths of life that they choose to take that are wrong, but because of that desperation, because of that desire, because of that need, because of the devotion, they do it. Whatever it is, they do what needs to be done. This is that type of motherfucker is what God is saying. So be mindful about that, alright? This is someone that takes whatever you say to them, took whatever you said to them, whatever you did, however you moved in this connection, they took it to the third degree type pedestal. They advanced it, someone blew things way out of proportion type energy. To the point where it chased you away and it made you realize the craziness behind the madness when it comes to this person. It made you actually see them as a little bit of a lost individual, troubled, stuck in an old paradigm, unhealed, in need of God, in need of the Holy Spirit, all right? So with that being said, God is saying that don't worry, you have played your role in this person's life. Don't let this person's games, ways make you feel like you haven't done what you needed to do, make you feel bound. Alright? Because I feel like this person wants to manipulate you to that extent where you feel like you are obliged or obligated, or sort of like you have no choice but to help them type energy. They want to put you in that circumstance. They want to make you feel compromised, make you feel like sort of pushing you to the point where you feel so sorry for them, so broken down about them that like they can have you the way they want you, or they can have the way they weigh in your life. You know, this is in their emotions and thoughts. So God is saying, this person is afraid of, you know, your intellectual prowess, alright? They're afraid of your consciousness level, and they're afraid of what you can do, your capabilities of life, things of that nature, alright? That side of you. But at the same time, this is someone that wants you to love them. They want to be the love of your life, and they want you to teach them about life at the same time. But because there's so much in their head, they want things that are unrealistic, clearly, alright? Because I feel like the way in which this person is going about things, like they want to be a problem, an issue. They want to cause trauma. They don't want peace. They want what they want here, type energy. And they don't care what they need to do to get it. Whether that's causing this drama, causing chaos, things of that nature. So God is saying, do not engage with this energy. Leave this person in the past and move on with your life. Because this is someone that is going to hold you back. This is someone that will trigger your old wounds, your old ways, and your old habits. Therefore, enabling you to be stuck in an old paradigm once more. Being in a karmic cycle, alright, and losing out on your life, you know, because of this motherfucker, because of this energy. You can't do that, beloved. God is saying, make better choices and decisions, alright? Do not allow yourself to be consumed by another person's energy, because I feel like this is exactly what this person is planning to do and has been for a long time. They've always wanted that outcome. I want to be your everything, alright, type energy. But, you know, this is lunacy, being on the brink of insanity, being unwell, needing sort of some direction of life, alright? Being lost within self. It creates, it like some people, it gets there. You know what I'm saying? It gets there with them, God is saying. So with all that being said, God is wanting me to further conclude this energy, alright? By offering you my services. I do offer dream interpretations, love readings, spiritual path readings, as well as messages from God. Although my one-on-one sessions are currently closed, I will reopen those in 4 months. If you're still keen, you may wait. Alright, this was part 2 of 3 here for 2 fingers in the hole. Alright, 2 fingers in the hole. I will see you, alright, on part 3 of 3, where we conclude this energy further and tap in and dissect what is needed. Alright, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your belief in the cause, and thank you for your belief in God. Alright, I'm sending you love. Bye.